to AC Detailing, and in this episode we have an M3 in for a full paint correction detail. It is getting the full works. The paint is being corrected by a multi-stage paint correction polishing system, and then protected with Geon's finest synchro ceramic coating, a 3-stage coating based with 2 base backbone layers really of mousse, then finished with Q2 skin, giving it the luxurious slick finish that you see here. So without further ado, and without me going on about it more, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so now that the car is in, I've just completed the clay bar on the roof. I'm yet to do the pillars and the rest of the car, everything else. So that there kind of just took me about 40 minutes. Not too bad. Fully clay barred and ready to go. So next up is the pillars, then I'll move on to the boot lid, the bonnet, and then the rest of the car. So here's to the clay bar. So that's the clay bar just finished. Nearly at the stage of assessing the paintwork and really recording everything down, all the major bangs, all the major dents, if there is any, scratches and score marks, what needs addressed more so than others. Also, the badges at the rear have been removed, the number plate at the front and back has been removed, everything's getting tidied up, cleaned, fresh badges on the back, and fresh number plate stickies obviously as well. So tomorrow, Saturday morning, I'm going to be addressing the arches and possibly start polishing and machine buffing the roof, carbon fibre roof, which will be really fun. Interesting and exciting to see the finishes. So I will see you again bright and early tomorrow morning. Good morning, Saturday morning, back at it again. So I have currently just done a wee tester piece in the back right hand bit of the bumper, finished, and I've found out kind of really what my combination of pads and polishes is for this type of paintwork at the minute. and I'm going to just show you a wee 50-50 here of the wing I have just started on this morning. So as you can see, all the swirl marks out around the light, all over the whole car, all over most cars these days, everywhere. Just swirl marks really just are induced by power wash techniques, and you know, just the way the cars are always washed, they leave swirl marks everywhere. So what that really does is, in turn, if you look at the car as a whole, it maybe does look clean, but when under a light you see all of these swirls and marks, and it hides the clarity of the paint and the depth. It's not really the best for a condition for a car. So what I do now then is I would buff that with the right combination to kind of leave a finish as clear as that there. So you can see the line there, just 50-50. Really satisfying. So combination I've been able to go for there is let me see, what was it? It was Meguiar's 105 cutting compound, 3-inch dual action on this wee area, using a light country microfiber cutting pad. Worked a treat. So that's just that section. That's took maybe about 20 minutes to do. Now the rest of the car to do. So I'm going to start with the carbon fibre roof. Just got a tree tip kind of like paint, just with lacquer on it. So I need to get these edges all taped up out around the side, shark fin taped up. Tape, 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 and then section it out. Do my sections. So let's get at it. Okay, so that's the carbon fibre roof all completely cut, looking pretty fine, real deep, gorgeous. Now on to the bonnet, let's get cracking. Okay, just a wee diagnosis of the bonnet as we are currently worked our way around this end coming down. So what we've kind of done here is start it with the 6-inch. I want from kind of this area here as it's flat, coming down this contour down in here, partially done the bubble in the middle of the bonnet, and then just going to work our way down this flat area here. Bit trickier this bonnet because of the bump, if you can kind of grasp it, because of the V8 in it, just a wee bit more trickier, a wee bit more work. So plan of action is 6-inch, 5-inch down here, down the middle, down to the centre, along this seam edge here, and just kind of blending on then to the arch. Along with the bubble is the 3-inch. 3-inch will tackle them wee corners up in there, along this backside, all over the bump around the sides and edges. Down nice to trim, down the edge and around the badge. So really just edges and stuff is a 3-inch, 5-6 roughly around outside this vent here, kind of coming down to the main big body bits. So let's get to it. Going to double check the bonnet, make sure that it's sitting crystal clear, near enough ready to be refined. Straight after that I'm going to go up to the back side of it and just double check the boot lid, as I've already inspected the whole car, but I'm going to just double check the boot lid again, just checking each panel as I go along, even though it's already recorded, just to be safe. I'm going to do the boot lid, get it cut tonight hopefully, and start on the back bumper as well. Let's get going. Okay, so we're on the boot lid here, just doing the cutting compound. That is her all cut, as you see. Massive improvement. So the thing is, with the cutting stage, it really just churns everything up in the paint and the lacquer, and with the polish kind of just really just rough. It leaves the tiniest of swirls, the tiniest of marks behind. So the aim of the game kind of really is here is to get as much deeper scratches as much as possible out. You're kind of working up to about 90% here, and this could take a multi-stage. This could take up to 2 cuts, 3 at the very most if need be, depending on the depth of any scratch or any mark. It does leave a wee bit of marring behind, a wee tiny smidge of probably marking, but in saying that, once the finish pass goes around it, it will definitely bring this true clarity, true depth of gloss on it. So you see there, just there's wee slight bits, wee bits and pieces here, you can kind of see that there. Wee bit of marring down there. Just wee marks, wee bits and pieces. So that is this lid finished, cut. Woohoo! Okay, a little update just on the refinement process. I have fully refined the roof, the bonnet and this wing. Now, kind of as I'm moving myself kind of up the side of it, possibly before I will do the bumpers. But just while I'm here, I'll kind of want to just show you, and maybe I'll answer a few questions that some people might have. The customer before I had received the car had got the 2 wing mirrors painted, the 2 bottom skirts and the 2 wee kidney grills at the front painted. Now obviously you need to be having curing time for them before you can even get near them with polish or anything, so I think they get painted about 6 weeks ago now, so it's safe enough for me to machine polish on any of the parts. So I just kind of want to show you a question that a lot of people would ask: why would you paint correct a brand new car? Something that's maybe just out of the showroom, something that's maybe 2018 model. Just this, I'll maybe give you a wee example, as this is only 6 weeks old. We'll have a look at the condition of it. I believe the car has maybe only been washed once or twice. And we'll have a look at the condition of the paint on that there. And I'll correct it and we'll see the difference. And it'll kind of maybe answer a few questions that maybe you have. Let's just have a wee look at it here. Okay, so let's see if we can get the focus. Yeah. So yeah, it is a lot of marring, and a brave wee bit of swirls. So yeah, this is what I'm just going to machine half of it now. I'm going to put a strip of masking tape down it, and then we'll just see the difference. Okay, so that is half of it done. I have peeled the tape off and I have buffed it off with the cloth. Let's get the light on it and let's see the difference. So this is the original side, all the marring, all the haze, swirls, choppy, and then over to our side. Clear difference, woohoo! So there's a line, it's going from here down to here. So yeah, just goes to show, something painted only 6 weeks ago can get damaged so easily, just with bad washing techniques, just with over time, and especially going through car washes, them automated ones with the big brushes, really damages paintwork. So it really just does bring back the clarity, the depth of the wing mirror and all the paint overall. So there we go. So that is it, finished up on the cutting section. It all just needs refinement on the bodywork. So now what I'm going to do is take it back, reverse it back to the back of the workshop, give the whole place a bit of a clean up, bring it forward, coat and dress the engine bay, and then the interior is just going to get a good clean over. Then the outside can be completely refined, ready for its coatings. Reason I'm going to clean the whole place rather than do it after is because during the cutting process you're really creating a lot of dust in the place. During cutting the panels with compounds and microfibers, you're really churning up the paint and really digging deep into it, so it creates a lot of dust. Therefore the place does get very dusty. So when it comes to the refinement stage, you don't create an awful lot of dust, next to none. It's very soft and it's very easy on the paintwork. So it only makes sense to give everything a good clean now, bring it forward, refine it, coat it, boom. Let's get going. Okay, so one kind of last major thing before the coating gets applied. I've nearly done about 90% of refinement on the car. Badges need put on here and here. The rear right hand side taillights, just look at the difference. Crystal clear, mess. Beautiful, brittle. So I just need to just refine this left hand side before I can go on ahead. And same with this side. This has a whole pile of roughness, some over polishing where the masking marks were, and this side's just gorge. So I'm going to tackle this. Then I'm going to go into the badges, put them on, do a double check of the whole lot, and tidy a wee bit of this, and then we can get on to the coating. Woohoo! Okay, so after going around the car, doing all double checks, making sure that all seals are all flushed out and cleaned, no polish residue lying anywhere, the best I can, I now go on to, after completing the 3-stage polish, I now go on to use G-Technique's panel wipe. In other words, IPA, isopropyl alcohol, in its safest form, used to just withdraw all the fillers that potentially have been put in, all the scratches, so it withdraws it all. You do use this during the paint correction method and polishing, because when you buff the panel and wipe away the residue with a cloth, there still could be fillers in the compounds, which then gives you a false reading. So you're looking at it thinking happy days, it's perfect. Not the case. When you use the alcohol, it actually withdraws it all from all the crevices and stuff. So whilst I've been doing that throughout it, I have got a true reading. I go over it with one more pass with this just to be safe over everywhere. It gives a really good strong bond with the coatings that whenever they're applied. It really just gives a real solid foundation. So one last layer of this here, and then we can get on to the fun stuff. Okay, now that that's the badges on and everything ready to go, let's have a look, and it is sitting perfect. New badges really do make a big difference. So next is we're going to unpack the coating here, which is Gion's brand new Formula 2018 Synchro. So let's unpack this bad boy, see what's inside it, and put her on. Okay, so what we've got in the package is Mo's Skin Cure for maintenance, suede cloths, we foam block for application. I must find the real name for that, I don't know. Manual sticker to allow the client what coating's been used in the car. So really what these really are, and Cure, Mo's is really the backbone of this. They require a minimum of 2 coatings on the car, maximum of 3. That's really the backbone of the coating. That's really the strength of it and the durability in this. After that then becomes the skin. It gets layered on 1 layer after, and it gives massive hydrophobic properties. Slickness is just insane. So what I'll be doing is putting 1 coat of this on, leaving it for an hour, another coat, leaving it for 4 hours, a coat of skin, and leaving it for 24 hours before it's even touched or looked at. Cure, on the other hand, is actually a maintenance product. So further down the line, maybe 6 months in, cars may be reassessed to see how the paint is held up, to see how the coating's held, and Cure is then used in that process too. So first up, let's get on to Mo's, grab the block, suede cloths around the block, and that's us. Top tip, just if you are using the cloth and the foam block, seen it online, seen it in a few videos before, making wee incision, wee slits down each side, then you can fold the wee suede cloth inside. It just means that at any point you're moving your hand up and down the block, that the cloth doesn't fall off. It's a real nice tight grip, everything's nice and smooth, nice and flush, cleaner to work with. Just another handy trick. Okay, so the BM is currently wearing 2 coats of Q2 Mose as the foundation, the backbone layer. So for the third and final layer we have got Q2 skin. It's going to be the real layer that's at the very top, giving it its most hydrophobic properties, slickness and deep gloss. So let's get into this one, and that should be her. Thanks for staying tuned. This is the glorious M3 Complete. What a beast. We are well pleased with the product and the outcomes of it. It's got its correction and protection all done, complete, finalised, and it is looking pretty sweet. All ready for Easter for the customer. If you like what you see and you would like it done on your car, please contact us via the telephone, email or via the page. We'd like to contact you, and don't hesitate for any questions too big or too small. Thank you.